we go. Once again, this is Johnny Cinco here with another podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. And guess what? We're out here getting after it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Click like and subscribe to the channel. Um, so let's talk about it, man. Let's get back on the grind. And this is another week, another day, another month, another hour, another second. And at the end of the day, it's about um, looking at our goals, setting them, and getting after them on a daily basis. So thank you very much again. As we kind of go through life, we find ourselves, in these high moments, right? In these high moments of success, these high moments of top of the hill, and what happens when we fall down, right? When we had our ego get the best of us, when we're at the mountaintop. Um, and it's not about getting to the mountaintop, right? Yes, it's about, it's not about getting there and thinking you're done. Um, because there's two things that could happen. Either one, you continue moving up the success ladder, or two, as you're moving up the success ladder, you fall, right? And let's talk about when we fall. When we fall, right, we find ourselves um, struggling, right? Struggling with the fact that all these successes that we had, right? We reflect on the past. We stay stuck on the past of what got us here, right? And I'm here to tell you that as you go up in this success story, in your success story, um, one finds themselves, at a crossroads. Either you continue going or you stop. Um, and usually, when we fall back down after, materialistically or spiritually or relationship wise or work wise, we get all these accolades. um, and then you find yourself struggling to get back at it, right? Because the goals you set, you accomplish them, and then it's kind of like, now what, right? Now what? Um, and you have to analyze yourself. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, now what, right? Now what am I going to do, right? If it was, a marathon, if it was, a track meet, if it was lifting heavy weights, if it was, 1,000 pound challenge, if it was, writing a book, writing an article, whatever your goal was, as you kind of successfully get through them, um, asking yourself that question, like, man, like, what happens when I accomplish it, right? And when you accomplish it, that feeling um, of, did you do it for yourself, right? And that's the key. Many times in life, I found myself, being successful, but who do I do it for, right? I can tell you when, I graduated from college, and I remember being up on stage and feeling empty because I felt like, man, I might have done it because family members doubted me, right? So I'm gonna show them. And then when I graduated college and I was up on stage, yeah, family was proud because I was, graduating from college. Um, but inside, I was just like, man, I did it for somebody else, to show them, right? And then the same thing, I go get start my profession, and people were doubting. People were doubting the fact that a lot of people sign up for this profession, but not many get to be it. And I remember, graduating from my profession, completing my training, and then find myself, empty again. And the persons and the people that I wanted to show that I can do, my goals I set up to, honestly didn't really care. Like, they weren't looking for any type of validation. They were just saying what they felt. And I, spent years, going to school, years trying to, or months in my profession, um, completing it for somebody else. Um, so what I ask of you, even if nowadays, through all that things in life, yes, I continue to accomplish things, right? I found myself, later on in life, trying to jot down these goals, and people were asking me, why are you training so hard, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that, and there's doubters. Because again, right, the intensity that you can carry for yourself, um, it makes people uncomfortable, right? When you tell them that, you know, you're out there on the grind. So I tell you, this is Johnny Cinco, always believing in you, always take care of yourself, always thinking about you guys. And again, keep going, stay motivated. And again, as you go to the high tops or low tops, of this mountain of success, get back at it. And so this is Johnny Cinco, always thinking about you guys. Peace.